So how dangerous is Oleksander Usyk? Well, he may not have that kind of Deontay Wilder knockout show reel. He may not have that frightening aura of Mike Tyson.
130 pounds easily, and all of these guys.
Tomorrow, you see, he looks, he sees.
If we get our cameraman to turn around.
Well, yeah, definitely fucking not. But the menace of this man goes a lot deeper than just his exterior. Now, one thing in boxing that drives you fucking mad is the champions or the big names avoiding other fighters, ducking them left, right and centre and making up every fucking excuse in the book when we know full well they just don't want the fight. They say, oh, he don't bring any money to the table. Oh, no, I don't really need to fight him. That won't prove nothing, will it? Oh, he said in the press conference he's going to kick me in the head and that's really mean, innit? I'm going to pull out instead. Oh, yes, Thomas Fury, bloody hell, you made yourself look like a right fucking butt plug there, didn't you, bruv? Pot kettle comes to mind, people in glass houses and all that, do you know what I mean? Anyway, yes, it can be a common occurrence with the big boys cherry-picking their way through the ranks to keep that zero on their record or whatever else, so there's something dangerous about a man who takes on all comers regardless of money, profile, size and reputation. Yes, so with over 300 amateur bouts to his name, he more than done his time before turning pro, and only 9 fights into his professional career, the opportunity came to fight for his first world title, and he said, fucking I'll have some of that, bruv. Snapped it up double pronto, he did. Glowacki was undefeated and a bit of a handful at the time, but Usyk said yes, bring it on baby, and he showed his superior level, barely losing a single round. Then from there it was only 2 fights later that he would go balls deep into Kalle Sauerland's world sniff at Super Series and chase the historical undisputed cruiserweight champion status, which of course he achieved with flying colours. However, nothing, yes nothing says this man's got big dangerous balls better than his venture into the heavyweight division. Okay, fair dues, he had one light touch to find his feet with Chaz Witherspoon, but then bosh, it was straight into the heavy artillery, the king of the gatekeepers, Dilboy Chisora. Now bear in mind that Fury chose to fight Dilboy at the pinnacle of his career whilst he was WBC champion, but Usyk said no, fuck it, second fight for me, bruv, bring it on. However, don't forget throughout this period as well, he was actually calling for the big dog of the time, Anthony Joshua, who held 3 of them lovely belts. He meant business, this man, and nothing was going to come in his way.
How are you? I'm coming for you. Anthony
Joshua.
Next my belt.
Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn, book.
Now we all know what happened next. Yes, 2 fights later, AJ was still all out of answers and a new king of the crop had arrived. But after Fury messes you around and you've got to go elsewhere before another undisputed opportunity, don't bother taking an easy touch to kill some time. No, fuck that. Daniel Dubious, baby. He was chosen as a keep busy fight and we all know now how good that win actually was. Then finally, after months and months of calling for the Fury fight, it was finally delivered and he bashed him up as well. Unbelievable stuff. He said, Great Britain, oh shit, I fucking completed it, mate, and I am double Phil. Yes. So other than a trial run against Reese Witherspoon, which was fair enough, he showed all throughout his career he just ain't in the business of taking the easy route. He wants all the smoke from whoever is considered top of the tree. But then again, none of this boxing malarkey tells the story of how dangerous this man is better than his ventures outside of the ring. Because upon the unfortunate breakout of the war in his home country prior to the Dubois fight, while still unified heavyweight champion, he decided to join the front line and go to battle for Ukraine. Now he didn't have to be there. He said he saw some devastating things during his time, but he made the choice to go to fight for what he believed in, and double fair play to that. And even though he was eager to stay, the president gave him a dispensation to leave Ukraine and carry on his work for the country through the means of boxing, flying the flag from inside the ring, which is exactly what he's always done. Being the unified heavyweight champion during this time, the financial rewards were so incredible that he could have stayed away in safety and fought anyone he liked for mega money, but ultimately his pride came first. And this is another dangerous aspect of this man. It's the fact that he don't seem to be money motivated. Now don't get me wrong, he and his team will always try to get the best deal like any team would, but we saw it in the Fury negotiations how much he really don't care about the dollar. It's all about the legacy for this man. So when Fury began to shake up negotiations for their fight by asking for a 70-30 split, saying take it or leave it, Usyk said, okay bruv, no problem, fine by fucking me.
Usyk, you little shitbag. Sign the contract, get your money and get fucked up. You little shithouse. You must have saw the size of me and shit yourself, you little gappy tooth, ugly bastard. Sign the contract.
Greedy belly, I accept your offer. 70-30, split to fight with you on April 29th. at Wembley.
Ultimately, this didn't help anything because the fight ended up taking a great big shit, but anyway, you get the point. He may not have had Tyson's profile at the time, but he had just beat AJ twice and was unified champion. He could have kicked up a stink and said he deserved more, but he didn't bother. All he wanted was the fight. And why did he want the fight? Well, because of two things really. One, he works his absolute bollocks off, probably more so than anyone else, but also because he knows he's fucking mustard. Inside the ring, the most dangerous thing about this man is his unpredictability. For a start, his right hand's doing all sorts of things. He's got that Mr. Miyagi sand the floor, paint the fucking fence thing going on. It's always circling around and used as a weapon to block his opponent's view. He can also use it to parry incoming shots, and it sets up a variety of different combinations in order to land flurries, and that's just his fucking right hand. On top of that, his head is always off the centre line, making it so difficult to catch him flush. His footwork and ability to cut off the ring is second to none, and trying to find the cracks in his defence or pin him down seems to be as difficult as it gets. Not to mention, to this point in his career, this man's chin needs to seriously be considered amongst the very best in the game. Having taken the best of Bellew and Bradis down at cruiserweight, as well as Gassiev, who's considered to be insanely powerful, having taken bombs to the head from Chisora, Dubious, AJ and Fury, it's quite baffling how he's never even been wobbled or looked severely hurt. Of course, he is a master of defence, so that's one good reason why he's evaded it, but inevitably a few have got through and he's just said, bollocks, you're just tickling me bruv, man's not phased, let's crack on. Anyway, then what else is there? Well, I'll tell you what, just before we carry on, a quick word from our sponsor, chaps. It's a beauty for all you boxing fans, it's Boxing Showtimes. Yes, this brilliant app offers it all from a detailed schedule to comprehensive information on each event, along with the tale of the tapes, fight times, ticket sources, up-to-date undercard lineups, and a boatload of technical overviews on each of your favourite fighters. Check out all the juicy details about Usyk Fury 2, plus much more, and read all the hot news stories bubbling up in the boxing world. Ain't it fucking blinding, eh? So use my promo code below for access to all the ad-free premium features, everything a boxing fan could ever need. Smashing stuff. Now back to the vid. So yes, as mentioned earlier, he may not be known as a knockout artist, certainly not in the heavyweight division at least, but regardless, there's plenty of danger in that formidable left hand, particularly the right-left combo. It's a right fucker, it is. There seems to be a pattern in Usyk's finest moments, all the way back to his early cruiserweight days, like this one against Mchunu, the right-left combo does the business there. Then same thing against Krenz in 2014. Then of course Tony Bellew felt the brunt of it in the 8th round, right jab, left hook, bosh. Then we're on to Anthony Joshua in the closing seconds of their first fight. It allowed him to be absolutely relentless after he saw AJ was hurt and almost got him out of there. Then of course old Lukey Fury was an easy target for the exact same combo in the 9th round of their fight. It's a thing of beauty that somehow nobody sees coming, and on top of everything else, it seems to come when they're completely mentally drained. One lapse of concentration and bosh, now you are banging trouble. And of course the reason that each and every opponent he's faced has got to the point of being mentally drained is because of the sheer aggression. Talking of danger, he may be smaller than most heavyweights, but he puts you in danger all the fucking time. He's like one of them flies buzzing around you doing your tits in. And yes, his now infamous line,
Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone.
Yes, that one. It simply is true to every single word, and due to his phenomenal gas tank, he can keep this aggression up until the final bell, making him nothing short of a nightmare. But you know what makes this man as dangerous as they come? It's the fact that he cannot be phased whatsoever. Yes, to start with, he doesn't bat an eyelid from the mental warfare his opponents dish out in the build-ups, and of course there's no better example of this than his composure in the Fury build-up early this year. Yes, Fury is an incredible boxer, he's an incredible fight seller and a master of getting under people's skin, but it was almost as if he was talking to a brick wall for weeks on end. And when he stood next to Usyk, unable to look him in the eyes, we knew for the first time he'd been defeated at his own game. This unfazed outlook is also a weapon that he brings to the ring. Whether making a mistake, whether under the cosh or the fight not going his way, he's able to remain calm and chip away until he can turn the tide in his favour. And historically, he's always been able to do that. So ultimately, there's nothing more dangerous than a man who's calm in the face of danger. And this man is exactly that. What an absolute dude. And so yes, that's about that really. You can call me an Usyk fanboy if you want, fair enough, no problem at all. I'm only giving plaudits for this man's incredible achievements. I'd have thought that everyone should be an Usyk bumlicker, to be honest. He fully deserves it. Because having beaten Dubois, AJ and Fury, the three clear and obvious dominant forces of the heavyweight division at different stages in the past 5 years, he may not have a lot of heavyweights on his record, but he's clearly got the most quality out of everyone by a country country mile. So anyway, let me know below your thoughts on the Usyk Fury rematch. We're days away now and my nipples are tingling. I can't fucking wait. Thanks for watching. You're all pucker. Adios for now.